right, we have significant changes to Apocalypse. Oh my God. Before we get into that, we did a poll here on Twitch chat. 52% of the people that were polled here on Twitch chat, and keep in mind, Twitch chat is not a broader player base. Definitely Twitch chat is more engaged players that participate on Twitch, right? 52%. Now, the good thing about Apocalypse, I want to say, is there are free-to-play players, quite a few actually, that got Apocalypse for free, which is you gotta say Scopely did something right. Baby Apocalypse is not purely payrolled. Well, that's partially true. A lot of it has to do with your alliance and availability to Blue ISO 4. Well, I think you know what I mean. All I'm trying to say is there are some free-to-play players that got a Baby Apocalypse. Now, they basically said, screw you to Spider 2099 and Spider Weaver. The changes in Apocalypse Kit are going to be long-term impactful, and they're specifically designed to make him, I believe, viable in Arena, and specifically targets 2099 and Spider Weaver. As announced on March 13th, Dev Team is in the process of implementing updates to Apocalypse abilities. We are working quickly and aim to have these improvements live in the game by end of day Friday, March 17th. Below is a current list of updates. There could be additional changes before going live. We'll continue to keep you updated on any related news. We're going to go all the way down to the passive because that's where the good stuff is. On spawn, gain safeguard. So that is pretty important. He also spawns with immunity. And so this idea that Spider Weaver could use her stun alongside with trauma is just not going to happen anymore. And then this is a key part too here. And charged, and I'm going to go over why that is. And that the reason why that charge matters is because the basic attack now says when this character performs a counterattack or assist, if charged, apply stun to that character and clear charge on this character. So one of the biggest problems that I felt in my experience with playing Apocalypse is that he was slow and he was not impactful or doing anything at all at the very beginning of the match when all the other characters were going. Well, this is going to happen regardless because if he's paired up with, and we're going to read further on, but if he's paired up with villains or horsemen, he's going to have a 100% counterattack chance. And the first character that goes off, he's going to stun them. If charge, apply stun on the target and clear charge on this character. So he's going to have impact at the beginning of the match, even if he's not taking a turn. So, on spawn, gain safeguard immunity and charge. Now, lower the focus of the first enemy to take the first turn of the match by 200%. I think that long term is going to be impactful for a lot of reasons. Like I was just thinking about, like, what if Icarus goes first? Is he not going to flip or do anything? I guess this is going to be something that we're going to have to consider, you know, when playing up against Apocalypse on defense is who goes first. And their focus is going to be lowered. So it also kind of feels like this may have been a lazy way of addressing the problems with Spider-Man 2099 going early and flipping some of the negative effects. Well, that's just not going to happen anymore. It's just not going to happen anymore. So, okay, I think that's good. But these are going to be impactful things that kind of offset his... He's not slow, but he has slow for new character speed, right? I don't want to say he's slow, but he's slower than most of the new characters that have been released in the last 6 months, let's say. When this character drops below 50% health for the first time, fill this character speed by 50%. So this is like Doom, and then heal for 30% of this character's max health. Again, I think one of the complaints about Apocalypse is that he was dying before he got to take a turn or do anything at all. Well, this, like Doom, means that he's going to be doing something. This is significant. This is a significant change right here, specifically when he's on defense. Now, what I was talking about, they made a change to the way his counterattack works. The way that it was before is that he had a 40% chance to counterattack, and for him to get to 100% counterattack, he had to be with all villains, which meant that if he was on a horseman team, he wasn't getting that 100% counterattack. Well, they changed it so that it has the horseman ally. So if there's going to be a situation where it's Apocalypse with the 4 horsemen, he's going to have 100% counterattack. And a lot of people are saying, well, what does that mean for the arena meta? I think, without testing it, without playing this, that the arena meta is going to include Kang on offense. Maybe you take out Archangel. That's going to be the first thing that I try if I come across an Apocalypse Team Arena is mirror match, is I'm going to use Kang. Gain 20% focus for each ally. And the next 2 things are kind of lazy callouts directly to Spider Weaver. Gain 100% accuracy. That means Spider Weaver will be ineffective against him. In arena or war, all allies gain 100% accuracy. So Weaver, rest in pepperoni. Not going to be on defense or used to walk over Apocalypse anymore. And, there were some comments here in chat. They didn't want a character they gave away for free to be in the arena meta, but wanted King instead to be the arena meta, hence the changes. Thank you, Nah. I think that is a accurate take. So I do like these changes. We're going to keep going. There's a couple other things. I do like these changes. I think that, frankly, he should be impactful in many, many game modes, specifically arena. Just like Dormammu was impactful when he came out, and he's still impactful. Largely, I think these changes will absolutely do that. It took a year to get him, so he has to do something, and these changes will do that. I also personally don't want him to be invincible, so the jury's out. We want to see this, and I'm curious to see if the big boy Apocalypse hold up on defense versus I have a baby Apocalypse, whether the baby Apocalypse is going to hold up on defense and what that's going to look like. One of the questions that came up to me is what's going to hold on defense that doesn't have Apocalypse? And the answer is, since Kang, nothing is held up on defense. So that's a non-event. Maybe possibly now there will be some defense that holds. We'll have to see when this goes live later this week. The other thing is, when this is his empowered basic, the Omega. When this character performs a counterattack or assist, if charge, apply stun to that character and clear charge on this character, and now he spawns with charge. So the first character that hits him potentially could get stunned from his basic counterattack. Other thing too is we went over the patch notes, and for me they look the same as yesterday, with the inclusion of Firestar, who is a mutant, and then there was also mention of a new warrior coming out in another patch. So probably Firestar is coming out at the end of this patch, and a lot of people were wondering why they added the new warrior, because they weren't going to have the Mystic tag, and maybe that's going to be Nova. I don't know. I'm completely guessing, but we do have a kit from Firestar. Tana has a video on it, and then there also is an infographic from Benny Westside, who is on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram and you want to get amazing infographics, check out Benny Westside on Instagram. Firestar, Hero City Mutant Blaster New Warrior, and the purpose of the team, and there's the mini unique right there, and the purpose of this team is going to be offense in Crucible. And in yesterday's video we also went over the changes to Cloak Dagger and Deathpool. So her passive on spawn, gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5 on any enemy turn. If charged, attack the enemy with the highest speed, ignoring taunt and stealth. For 250% piercing, apply offense down, flip, speed up, and lose charge. When an enemy attacks this character, 50% chance to apply a counter to self and all Iceman and Spider-Man allies. That's fun. That they're doing call-outs to individual character synergies. I don't know if they'll get played together, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be a New Warriors team, but I like the idea. On Crucible offense, on offable, whatever that word means, gain 50% accuracy for self and all New Warrior allies. So yeah, they're gonna wreck nerds. It feels like they're setting us up with the room bonuses to create potentially a problem, and then they're gonna sell us a solution. I'm curious to see how Room 5 plays out with Cersei and Icarus and the Tangled Web. Microwave Blast, attack primary and adjacent targets for piercing. Apply bleed, offense down, and offense and crucible offense. Apply trauma and heal block. Complete this attack 3 additional times. This attack has 25% extra crit chance. And then the special, attack primary and adjacent targets for piercing and apply slow and defense down. Flip 3 positive effects to negative effects on primary and adjacent targets. Seems pretty powerful. And then her basic, attack target for piercing, apply bleed, apply offense up to random new warrior, Spider-Man or Iceman ally that does not have offense up. So that's, I kind of like that. That way it doesn't reapply to a character that already has offense up, because the new warrior kits do give offense up. And I think there's also, well, I don't remember. Anyways, there's some other mechanics with offense up that are interesting on the new warrior kit. I believe with Cloak. This attack has a 25% crit chance. Initial impressions of flavor synergy with Iceman Spider-Man is very cute. Yeah, cute is the right word, I think, because I don't know how realistic this abuse, but it's a nice call out, right? Like the very straightforward, concise kit. Accuracy bump is very nice, especially in Spider Weaver defenses. I think Raider is a good choice. However, she does gain charge on her ISO attack if crits, so there could be a case for Striker, especially if the 5th member gives a crit chance boost, and we don't know what the 5th member is. We're going to have to see. And then lastly, no word on Teal War Orbs, or actually more specifically, no Teal War Orbs. Archangel. So this was in Reminix's chat, and a screenshot of that was sent to me. No Teal War Orb yet to my knowledge. It's being worked on. And then lastly, Quicksilver has the 2nd highest health pool in the game, next to Apocalypse. I fully expected Quicksilver to be fast and to hit multiple times, or maybe even dodge. And then it occurred to me, I much rather have him have a high health pool than to have like 50% dodge chance. Dodge meta is garbage. But yeah, that's the last thing I would have thought of, is that Quicksilver would have the 2nd highest health pool in the game. Apocalypse, that makes sense. Hulkbuster, that makes sense. But that's kind of strange. Let me know what you think about these Apocalypse changes. I imagine the people that have Apocalypse or are about to get Apocalypse are going to be excited for them. And then the people that do not have Apocalypse are not going to like them. So let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.